friends, what's going on? Let's talk about DJT here, Trump Media. Boy, it's been a minute since I've talked about this stock, but it's been for a reason too. So obviously, I think, most people know because it's all over the freaking news, but the case now it's in the jury's hands, and now any day, any moment, we should know if Trump is guilty, not guilty, whatever they call him as. If is he going to jail, not going to jail? How's it going to work? He's not. He's got a debate coming up. He's got two of them coming up. So here's the situation with this. This could be the ultimate hype play that we're about to see in Trump media here, and this is all in the atmosphere of this could happen. It doesn't exist yet. This is the Matthew McConaughey speech in Wolf of Wall Street. It's just, but here's what could happen. There's two ways this could play out right now. Obviously, it's pretty obvious, and you have to be crazy to say this couldn't happen. If the juror comes back and says, maybe it's a hung jury, who knows, but they come back and say Trump's innocent, we can't find anything, and Trump walks away, he looks like a hero. This stock, I guarantee you, will be going crazy, because I think right now it's on a threshold, and it's doing well too. Like, it's doing really good. This stock is doing so good, it's ridiculous. We could see if he comes out innocent in this, innocent in the sense of the courts. This stock could go freaking bananas here. We could see a $10 lift on it just the day whenever this gets announced. Is it going to be tomorrow, next day? I don't know. This could go on here. They could just call for a mistrial. I don't know. It's crazy at this point. Anything can happen. But obviously, there's a lot of hype around this right now. I think we've all heard what Bobby just did in New York City. He's we know who he's working for. Sadly, I love Goodfellas. It's so sad. But with this situation, whether you're for Trump, not for Trump, you're bullish on it, you're bearish. There's multiple ways to play this, and obviously, the other play that's really interesting on this too is that all the negative media that we've seen on Trump so far throughout, the last few months, especially a lot going into this year, it's really changed this year. Now the negative news against Trump has really been pushing him more even than I'd say positive. Obviously, positive news is good, it's positive. But even when we're seeing bad news, to the media, what they're putting out there, it's doing positive things for Trump himself. And this could, so if the jury does come back and say, hey, he's guilty, he's gonna have another court date for the judge, all that kind of stuff. This could make Trump media boost up even more just because of Trump people buying up the stock and really pushing it, because that's what's happening too. You have to understand there's a Trump army, a Trump nation is buying up the stock right now for Trump to have money, the company, all that kind of stuff. It's legit. This is what happened. There's obviously day traders, people playing at hype system going on in there right now, but there's obviously, people that don't know about the company. They know nothing about it, stocks, quarterlies, what the company has. And if you haven't heard me talk about this company, obviously this is not a company that's changing the landscape of the media or money coming in, their quarterlies, anything like that. It's a brand new company that is, trying to find its way. And this is not something you should be, betting on way into the future. And that's not to sound mean. That's just like, there's a lot of other things in long term I would tell anybody to put their money into right now than this very dangerous hype play right now. So is there money to be made in the stock? Yeah, there's a lot of money to be made in the stock, because I still think whether Trump is found guilty or not found guilty, come September, this stock is going to really start to have a really big push in it with volume, because we're going to be getting really close to the election, and I would not be surprised to see this stock really shoot into some new numbers, maybe even triple digits. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking here. I think the more ridiculous it sounds, the more likely it is to happen, because look at where we're at right now. 4 months ago, analysts were literally writing articles where they were calling people crazy and pretty much idiots for buying the stock. but they didn't understand what the stock was going to do. This is why I kept talking about this company. I was like, I said this 3 years ago where I was like, this stock could go freaking nuts. And sure enough, it did. So this could be stage one. This $50 mark, what we're seeing right now, this could be cheap days from now. It could be, but this is a very delicate situation. So like I said, this is all fugazi. What could happen here? The courts could come back and say Trump is guilty, and we could see downplay in the stock. I just don't know that it would happen like that. I find it hard. I almost think bad news would be better for the stock than good news, if that makes any sense, because of what we've seen with the media reaction to Trump the past few months. Does that make sense? I think if you've seen it, you've seen it. So the past 5 days, the stock has been going really good. I mean, last time I talked about the stock, it had fallen to right around $43. And I said, hey, this is probably the time to load up. There's probably a huge play coming in right now. And sure enough, it did. That's what happened. It shot right back up to $55. That's a $10 gain. A $10 gain. That is a... There's not too many stocks right now on the market where you're going to find that kind of gain. Obviously it takes a lot of capital to buy one share right now, but even if you bought 2 shares, that's $20 you just made right there that you can throw back in and make 40, do it again. So I think a lot of this is going to just be a repeated process. And what we're seeing right now with the stock's not losing ground. It's gaining every 40, 30 days. The stock is gaining ground since we've had this shoot up here back in January. So we're just seeing the stock have a steady move up. And when we had the merger finally, it shot up to almost $70. It actually hit 70 some bucks, pre-market, but officially in the market here, it hit a little over 66. So I don't think 66 would be crazy with some more big news. So there's multiple ways to look at this, how this could play out, but in the long run, going into September, November here, or October, November, I think the stock is going to run hard. I mean, it's going to run very hard. It's just, I really believe that, just based off of FOMO, hype, and people not wanting to miss out. This is the crossroads right here, and not to get political, I'm getting political, here I go. But this is the crossroads. If Trump beats this case, hung jury, he's found innocent, whatever it is, or that is going to be huge for the media, and it's really going to change what's going to happen here. It could even shift the market a little bit. There could be a little bit of shift, because then it's like, okay, we're good. Obviously, they will be throwing something right back at him. I would not be surprised to see him right back in the court for something. And obviously, when I say this kind of stuff, people think I'm like talking like I'm, like out there waving the flag for Trump. I'm just strictly trying to talk about the stock right now, what potentially could happen. Part of being an investor, whatever you want to call it, with this situation, is you have to look at clues. You have to be, somewhat of a detective and kind of see what's coming, and how to play things. That's how you make money in the stock market, man. You have to do your research, and this is kind of what I'm doing right now. So putting my thoughts out there, the fugazi of what this could be. With that, Trump wins. This could be a big turning point, because then the Democrats, something else has to really. They're counting on Trump to be guilty right now. They are counting on Trump to be guilty. They are counting on Trump being guilty and having to go to jail. But more than likely, he's not going to jail if he's found guilty, because he has, just in days here at this point, he has his first debate with Biden. So he can say, I have a presidential debate that I cannot miss. So, I'm not going to put him in jail. This is the first time in our country we're watching something like this. Not only we're watching a former president in court every day, and there's a porn star saying that she did what to him, and he paid her and paid people, and it's really the whole thing is about hush money. But and now we have a company that he is the face of, that you can put your money into. It's totally legal. It's nothing but hype, FOMO around it. And people have already become filthy rich off of it, just playing it back and forth. I think it's pretty obvious what's going on with the stock. My 2 cents, here's what I would like to happen. And this is totally selfish, what I'm about to say. But this is the this is the cutthroat investor, trader, whatever you want to say, in me. I would love to see the stock go back down to like $30. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I would love to see some, I don't want to see the guy guilty, of course, but I would love to see something where the stock plummets to $30 and just plow capital into it. And then come September, November, October, November, I do know my months, wait for the stock to really hit a big number and sell out of it and, ride it into something else. That's my selfish want and desire and thought, but I don't know if I'll get that. We may not see $30 in this stock again. $30 might be gone, even on a really bad day. So that's, but selfishly, I just have to be honest with you. Friends, I wish everyone the best of luck. Let me know what you think is going to happen here. There's a few ways this could play out the next hours, days, weeks. Who knows how long this is going to take to get back. But I wish all of you the best of luck. I really do mean that. I love seeing people win in the stock market, especially with something so controversial like this. And there's people that are going to click on this video. They're going to know what I'm talking about. They're going to get it. Then there's going to be people that click on this video. They're probably not even watching at this point, and they think I'm just strictly talking about investing in the stock for the long run. And it's, it's a company that's making tons of money. It's all this kind of stuff. We're not talking about that. I'm not even so much talking about the company. I'm talking about the stock, of what it's doing, what it's producing volume-wise, what it is, the path that it is on right now, projected to do. If you don't think it's projected to do more, really, really break it down in your mind and write it out. And you can easily see if the stock could possibly be $100, if not more, within 3 months from now. It's probably going to happen. And any day now, that will really be the telltale sign if it will. Friends, take care. I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.